Evening guys, and welcome to round 4 of the SRA GTi Challenge series. This time round the circus moves to none other than Tony Roast Raceway. And welcome to in Namibia, and with me in the studio all the way from the Joburg area, Ryan Ludik. Ryan, welcome to commentating, and already see Henlo Kraus there on the chat saying hi. How's it going there, bud?
Hi, good evening, and welcome to all those watching. Yeah, it's like I said, new in the commentating scene. Still getting the hang of things, but definitely a pleasure commentating, and what a sight to be watching the racing, other than being on the circuit myself.
Yeah, so far it's been an interesting series. We're just going to run through it while the guys get connected and so forth. I mean, it's been up and down for most guys. In short, you've been ruling the roost here, and you've got an extremely massive lead, so to speak, in the championship. So you've just got to, with 2 rounds remaining, just get it to the end and run a good clean race. The Golf 2, something in the Jägermeister colours making you extremely quick. As for that, an extremely close series. I think one of the closest we've seen so far, as well as a lot of new guys that's super fast. And even on Sunday after the race, we had 2 new guys joining who is going to give us a hell of a time on track.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, just on the comments on having, an extensive lead in the championship. However, as events play out, it's all there for everyone. It can change at any point. It's still open to anyone to take points and podium positions for the overall championship. It's so close, and races change every time. Finish results may vary, and if you get the wins, my goodness, you score some big points, and that really stirs up the championship.
It does. And we're on the grid now. We see the guys lining up on pole position. Ryan Ludik on the left there. Right next to him, these Mark 1 Golfs proving to be super quick here on Tony Rust this weekend. Henlo Kraus in 2nd place, 3rd place, newcomer Jacques Jordan running one hell of an event. Melvin Gous in 4th place, currently 2nd the championship. 5th place, another Namibian, Jaco Wiese. 6th place, Rudy van der Westhuizen, all the way from Walvis Bay in Namibia. 7th place, and they're off. Sorry, I was about to say 7th place, but the guys are off. This is going to be a tight one there, Ryan, and we see newcomer Tinahin Kube there in 7th place. His first race with us, and we'll have a look at him and how it's going. We're going to go to the front, and we're dropping there with Jacques Jordan. Ryan running a bit wide there. Jacques putting his nose to the inside there of Henlo. Henlo dropping to 3rd. Jaco Wiese and Melvin Gous side by side as they go up the hill towards CCB corner.
Yeah, those golfmen, they mean business. They out there to gain some big points.
So massive start there by Ryan Ludik, but Jacques Jordan is flying in this little MK1 Golf, as is Henlo Kraus. They're out to beat this big jumbo Golf, as they would call it.
From the get-go, right on the bumper.
And Ryan running wide there. Melvin Gous going for gap in between the 2 Golfs there. Can he make the stick? Bit of touching, and Melvin has lost it. Melvin into the tyres there.
Oh,
that was a big shunt there. Well, yeah, that was looking for cuck.
Yeah, so two championship leaders falling way back.
So we see Melvin there. He's returned to the track somehow, more or less, but running very slow, and he's going to the pit. So that car definitely out of it. Not going to be a good one for him on home turf, but we go to the lead, and you can see a massive guys there with Jaco Wiese chasing the 2 MK1 Golfs. He's on the outside with Jacques Jordan inside.
Super late on the brakes.
Very, very late there. So Jacques takes the lead then. Oh, Franco Hagen getting together with Rudy van der Westhuizen. That was unforeseen there. But we're going to go back to the action. Oh, and you can see Jaco knows the track is going on the outside. Oh, and he almost lost it there, touching the curb.
Very spinny. That curb is super scary.
As they go out towards the dip, he'll know this corner very, very good. But with a left-hand drive, it's not that easy course. You can't really judge the inside of the barrier there, and it does
very
bite.
Tricky, and the Golf 1 seem to look like they're very stable throughout the dip.
Yeah, and Jark getting the run there on Jaco. We know the Golf 2 is quick on the straight, but what can Jark do? Jark there. Ryan coming in, he's now up to 4th place, followed by Wayne Mitten in 5th. But I'm going to keep an eye on this dice here with Jaco Wiese in the lead. 2nd is Jark Jordan, and Henry Kraus hanging there in 3rd place. And he has a tendency to do that and wait for the action to unfold and then jump for it.
And that also just goes to show the speed difference in just catching a little bit of slipstream. You make a pass so easily on the straights.
Oh yeah.
But you've got to be ballsy on the brakes.
And Franco there in the way. That's not a good position to be in the background there. Michael just about missing him. So I think that Golf is naked. In the background there we see Thomas Goos going off. So that's an incident we might have to look at. Not sure what happened there, but that Golf was beyond repair at that stage anyhow.
I think it was stricken from lap 1 incident as well.
Yeah. Well, Jark has now taken the lead, but Jaco is not giving up. And this little dice is going to allow Ryan and Wayne and the newcomer Tinahin Kube, I hope I pronounced that correctly, they're all catching up with us. Now Jark on the inside there, Jaco on the outside, almost touching as they go down the long sweep towards the start-finish line. And this is actually a quite big uphill you get here, and it really strains the engines. This is where the Golf 2 should be good.
Yeah, and getting that slipstream is absolutely essential. Who's going to be first on the brakes?
Oh, and Jaco almost losing it. Jaco very, very late on the brakes there. He's really pushing it. And again, as you said, Ryan, the Golf 1 not completely stable. A lot of setup has been put into this car by Jark, and it's working for him.
These Golf Mark 1s were super strong, and it just goes to show they seem to have found the balance at Tony Rust. I mean, both Jark Jordan and Henrik Kraus, super clean, very balanced, and it just goes to show a direct comparison to Jaco touches the wall a bit.
The one thing we were talking about, that barrier, if you touch it, you die. There is no other words. So Jaco losing out there on 2nd place now to Henry. No, he's sticking on the inside, running on the curb there. Ryan having to brake to not run into the back of Jaco.
Yeah, that was a bit of a nervous moment there, and you can see the time lost just in that little bit of brake. It was right there, and yeah, just not able.
I think across the start finish,
three-way battle.
A massive battle there for 2nd place. Henrik Kraus leading the battle. Jaco going for a dive on the inside, and again you can see his Golf really stepping out there. Whereas the Golf of Ryan Luring is more or less, it's much more stable through there, under braking.
Yeah, I must say the later you brake there, the harder it gets to keep it straight.
Especially on this track, it's an extremely bumpy track, and it does catch you out on the inside there. It really bounces the rear, and you've got to be so careful. Both cars running over the curb there. These guys are in a massive battle. In the background there, you see Wayne Mitten, and again, Wayne is trying to deform the car. He's been making this his number 1 rule in this whole series. Deform it as much as possible. I want it ugly.
Yeah, I hope it turns out better than the previous race. The last one was a complete write-off. So a new body for this race.
It's already...
It's looking a bit tough.
It's already knackered. But again, Wayne up there didn't have a lot of practice time, and he's right up there in 5th place, I believe. Yes. Followed by Tinai and Kube, and Rudy after his shunt is running in 7th place, so he's running a good race here actually. Not bad at all. Michael Rusty in the background also had a moment. He's down to 8th place, but I can assure you he's not going to back off. He's got to be going for the points and push it. Ryan, as we see Wayne running a bit wide there, and we've got to go back to the dice for 2nd place at the moment. And Ryan Lurik now pressuring Jaco Wiese on the outside there of Jaco as they go through CCB corner. Ryan moves into 3rd place, Jaco drops down to 4th, and now Henrik Kraus is under pressure from Ryan for 2nd place.
Yeah, Henry defending very well as well. He knows how to block a corner.
And they seem to be and Ryan running a
and Jaco follows as well.
So the Mark 1 Golf's definitely better under braking, it seems.
A lot more stable too.
As we go down the straight, we know these Golfs do have the oomph. Jaco is going to go for a pass. He's not giving up. He doesn't care if he's first, second, third or fourth, he doesn't want anything in front of him. That's the point. On the
And
inside of Ryan
Jock is
Lurik.
just putting the hammer down.
Yeah, Jack is running away with this. He's benefited from the guys having a massive battle, put his head down, kept it clean, and he is pulling away at this stage. Ryan Lurik there on the outside.
On the brakes.
Yeah, catching it out. These cars actually, if you do overdrive them, you do lose a lot of time. So you've got to find that balance of overdriving and just not going too slow.
Yeah, 0.2 of a second and in a little bit of over braking, it's challenging. You lose a lot of time.
Hendrik Kraus posting here on the chat, Minister of Defence. I think at this stage there's plenty of ministers.
It's quite clear.
Well, if luck should have it, Henley should actually run out of fuel towards the end of the race. Let's see. I don't know if he's got an extra jerry can in there, but let's see if he makes this one. So far, his record hasn't been too good with race finishes on fuel.
No, but I think post-race chats, I think he was quite clear he was going to put more than enough in.
Well, you can see Jark pulling away every single lap now. He's got this car down in perfect. I know I was watching the practice servers throughout the week, and he was every single time I opened it, he was on there. So it's paid off, and you can see it.
He really made work of that, and yeah, it shows you practice makes perfect. You know, also, I think an unfamiliar track with him, and he really spent the time practicing, and wow, has it made the difference.
Well, as we go towards the back, we're just going to have a quick look here. Just want to check in with Ryan running wide there. So Ryan really pushing the Golf, but not making too much of an impact on the two Mark 1 Golfs. I think they've got this one in the back for sure.
They got these cars very well sorted.
And we see Wayne Mitten now struggling with a bit of aerodynamics, getting caught by both the polos of Tenay and Kube, and Rudy van der West stays in the back there. I'm not sure if Rudy's car is in top form after his shunt in the opening rounds with one of the back markers, but he's hanging in there. And,
yeah, it's definitely not as deformed as the Mark 1, that's for sure.
Well, I can assure you that brick is moving. It's not a Golf anymore, it's a solid, it looks like a mainliner bus. I think we've got to give an award to Wayne Mitten. He's really put in the effort to literally bend it every single race.
Yeah, I think it calls for a steering wheel that's not really round anymore.
No, he puts in effort to bend it, that's for sure. Yeah, well, we see there on the post, Rudy says his car is a bit knackered. So that's going to be extremely tricky. I mean, it looks like
Wayne getting
sideways in Kube there over the curbs, but he's made up some ground. Will this allow Rudy to catch up? Michael Russ in the background there, will he be able to catch up? Not sure if his car's as straight as it should be. That first corner shunt was quite a big one. Nkui now there on the outside of Wayne, so Wayne does seem to be struggling a bit, but we know Wayne comes towards the end of the race, he gets very quick, and there's a bit of argy-bargy. Oh, and that was both cars running wide there, Wayne losing out there, Rudy benefiting with two positions, Michael Russ coming in there then, he's going to go to the outside of Wayne.
Oh, and more damage to the Mark 1, oh no.
I told you, Wayne is on a mission to bend it. But that was a racing incident, Wayne trying to close the door there, and they just got together, unfortunately for both drivers. And we see teammate of Jacques Jordan there coming out of the pits. He must have had some sort of technical issue. So Wayne falling back there. Oh, and we see Franco
bend today.
Well, they're on a battle here to see who can bend it the best.
I must say I watched that incident happen, and it was pure out of luck on braking into turn 1, and it was just straight onto me to the wall.
So Rudy has benefited from this the most. I think he's moved up into 4th place now, if I'm correct.
Yes. No,
5th place. Yeah, Jaco's still ahead of him, but running a good race. You can see the polo understeering a bit. Something is definitely bent on that car. Rudy running there in 5th, and Kube in 6th. Michael Russ now in 7th, but coming under pressure from Wayne again. So Wayne is not giving up here.
No,
and Michael has gone wide. So the tyres are wearing down, and it's starting to bite the gas in the ass.
I must say, tyre wear definitely was a big factor, and it shows.
He did play
a
massive role. You see Michael coming well up in the field with all the mistakes, and then a veteran on this track making the same mistake, getting caught out by the grip levels. He's now under attack from Justin Vermeulen, who's racing all the way from Ireland. Ex-South African, now living in the wonderful wet weather of Ireland, and he's come back and he races every single race. Wonderful to see him on track again.
Yeah, and putting lots of pressure on Michael Rust.
We go to Michael. I'm running around in the races a bit because I know the front guys. Jacques Jordan has got this one in the bag for sure. But you can see Michael is also struggling with grip. He's literally, he hasn't got the amount of grip he would like on this track.
No, it's I must say, even from a personal point of view, getting the Mark II to work around this track was not an easy task.
So we go back towards the lead. I do believe Jacques Jordan, yeah, there you can see him crossing the start finish. He is well away.
Way ahead.
So the top three are having settled down. I think Ryan has decided, listen, let's get this to the end. Nothing to prove here. I'm ahead in the championship, putting points. Henley is just ahead of Ryan, so he's only going to be pulling back 3 points. I think Ryan is about 17 points ahead of him. The man to look out for, I think, for the last 3 races, who can still make a big impact on the championship, is definitely going to be this man, Jacques Jordan. If he wins this, it's going to be his first ever race win with SRA, and he's only done 5 rounds with us. So that is a job well bloody done.
And you can just see how well balanced that Mark 1 has proven to be, even in the dip. It is such a tricky corner, and you've got to do some trail braking and get the car to turn in, and he's got that sorted out. It's impressive to see.
I think it's going to be an incredible last 2 rounds, because Hilo, the same with him. He's sorted the car. He still needs that little bit of pace, but he's right up there and ready to benefit on any mistake being made. And he's one hell of a driver. If he's in front of you, you struggle to get past him. And at this stage,
for sure.
I think he's also...
But I'm sure he was watching the mirrors very closely.
No, he's got a small little MK1 Golf with a big jumbo thing coming up behind him, and he's not going to back out of it.
I know.
Look towards the end, the guys has got about 7 or 8 minutes left. The field more or less settling down now. The guys knowing the tires are going down. Oh, and you see Jacques there having a moment.
Oh, and we're just... That must have been commentator's curse. I mean, really.
So that has allowed Henley to catch up ever so slightly. Will he be able? Is Jacques...
Oh, and he runs wide as well.
So
his tyre wear becoming such...
Oh, and Ryan again. Ryan running on the grass there. So tyre wear is a big issue at this stage as they get towards the end of the race.
Jacques running just slightly wide again.
So
I think he realised making a mistake and pushing just ever so slightly too hard.
So I'm gonna try and go on car with Henley, just to give the guys an idea of what he is actually enjoying while driving this. And we go on board with Henley there.
That RPM count is clocked out.
It's all the way above 8,000 there. You can see Jacques is struggling a bit.
Not on the ideal line, eh?
Not the best of lines. All the guys going towards the left there. The track is very bumpy on the right, and it starts bouncing, and you lose 10th there. Very tricky corner. This is blind. So go through CCB.
And off camber as well. It's just, yeah, once you hit the brakes, just going over the crest, it locks up.
Looking at this now compared to the Polo, this car is so stable, braking a lot later into the dip there, getting very close to the barrier. So Henley has got this dialed in. He's got the lines perfect. He's just got the car working perfectly for him.
Another tricky corner on the brakes. It can bite you so quickly. Just that little bit too late, and it sends you off.
And it sends you straight off. And you can see Jacques having realised now the guys are catching up, and he's recomposed himself, and he is pushing now, and you can see he's ever so slightly pulling away from Henley at the stage.
Yeah, I think instead of denting inwards, I think he's denting the firewall outward by that accelerator pedal going further than what it should be.
Well, I just want to have a quick look here. Jaco Visser now still running in 4th place, but he's falling way back, and I can guarantee you again it's due to tyre wear. In the background there we see Rudy van der Westhuizen still in 5th, followed by Tenai Nkube, one of our new drivers, in 6th place. Then in 7th place, Wayne Mitten has managed to get the brick past Michael Rust now, so Wayne Mitten has moved up to 7th place. Oh, that was the mistake that happened when Michael went off, but That seems to be catching up. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Michael Rust has closed some of a gap there, and don't know if there's going to be enough time to make a pass before the end of the race.
Well, we'll have to see. I mean, why
They are catching up to Nkube as well, so they're definitely pushing hard.
they are pushing? They're not holding back. But hats off to Wayne for making a brick go fast.
No doubt about it.
And I hope he knows I'm not going to stop. I'm going to give him hell as far as I can go.
Just like the jerry cans.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, Hender's managed to get that off his back. So going back to guys, pretty much the field completely
Very much settled.
stretched out. Melvin Gous still in the running at the far back, just trying to get some points in. Hans van Dijk having a torrid time with issues on his PC side, I do believe, having to come in and go out, and so not the best of races due to load shedding and the internet messing around with some of the guys, but the racing itself at this stage has been super nice. Not an easy track, and from history it's been shown, but I must say that so far the guys have been behaving themselves quite good.
Indeed.
Oh, and look at this.
Oh,
Look at
that has
this.
changed up.
So I do believe this is the final lap. Halo going for a move there. They're side by side. Will Jark take it? Yes.
That's a photo finish.
Jark wins his first ever race with
Incredible.
SRA. They're having to avoid the crippling polo there of Melvin Gous. So Jark, you're down there, taking first place, winning his first ever race with SRA. Well bloody done, Jark. Second place, Henley Kraus with that was the thickness of a polony skin.
And it just goes to show Henley did not give up.
He never gave up.
He stuck it out to the end and was just there.
Well, that was one hell of an epic finish. Glad we popped onto that one. And well, we're going to drop over. I'm going to try and load the next server. If you guys can give us 2 minutes. Ryan, I've got to go for bathroom break quick. So it's going to take me 2 minutes while the server loads in. You can maybe tell the guys of the Magan League we've got going, as well as the upcoming ROC event, which is a yearly event happening again. We still have to decide whether it's going to be early December or early January, depending on when the guys go on leave. But that is one hell of an event that should not be missed. But I'll be back with you guys in 2 minutes while I upload the server.
All good. So yeah, this race, as Melvin has mentioned, we've seen some new guys. We've seen the likes of Nkube, and Nkube delivered an astonishing result from someone completely new to our series, being up there, being on pace, super clean, super patient. I must say, very well done. That it was a pure pleasure to have Nkube on with us, and like I say, the pace is there. It been incredible. As we mentioned, Hans van Dijk having some issues, but definitely looking forward to having them on the track in the near future again, and more often. But as Melvin said, we're going to be having a Race of Champions ROC race. As said, still deciding on time slots. Very difficult. We're already into December, and it's our biggest race of the year, where we determine race numbers, and this year is going to be a big game changer with all our new drivers. We're gonna see a whole different lineup, and we've got some new drivers that have proven themselves just recently very, very quick. Seriously close competition. Cars we have not announced just yet. Still some in development and still some choices to be made. But yeah, it's a race definitely not to be missed. It is going to be down to the wire, and what can one say? It's going to be all out, because there is going to be a fight for the number one number.
Okay.
It's It's going to be held.
Well, I'm back.
We are back to race 2.
Race 2, and let me get my headphones on. This should be actually quite an epic one. We've got a reverse grid. We see the guys lining up there. This time round, we just quickly cross over to the actual race screen. Then we'll get the cars revving up.
Thomas Gous in first. Oh no, it was...
No, that Melvin Gous currently in first, having a torrid race, one after playing with the barriers. Second place, we've got Thomas Gous, so 2 Gouses at the front. Then we have Justin Vermeulen from Ireland. 4th place, Michael Rust. 5th place, Wayne Mitten, newly, freshly fixed Golf. Don't know how they did that. 6th place, we have Tina Nkube. 7th place, Rudy van der Westhuizen. 8th place, Jaco Visser. 9th place, Ryan Lurik. 10th place, we have Henrik Kraus. And 11th place, we have the winner of race 1, Jacques Jordan. And then behind them, the guys who didn't finish race 1 will be standing behind them. That's, I do believe, Franco and Hans. You hear the guys raising up a massively good start there by Michael Rust immediately on the line. Melvin Gous and Thomas Gous side by side. Michael Rust getting a good run off the line and catching up very, very quick.
Justin oddly making everyone pass, but nonetheless, sure it wasn't an issue.
You see
Melvin making an absolutely great start, not holding back.
Knowing the guys are going to come for him, he's got to be pushing really, really hard. We've got to go to the second place where we see is that Thomas Gous there. Oh, Wayne Mitten and Thomas Gous getting together. So, and then we see Jaco Visser there, Michael Rust in the background, as well as Rudy van der Westhuizen getting together.
Almost 3 wide.
We're going to go with that. I see what happens there. Michael is not going to be holding back. Thomas Gous running wide there. Rudy running wide there.
Rudy running wide.
A lot's happening here. We see Jaco Visser cutting the best out of there, as well as Michael Rust, who's up into 3rd place now. 4th place, Nkube. 5th place, Ryan Lurik. A bit of a shunt there. 6th place, we see Henrik Kraus, and then 7th place, Jacques Jordan. So the biggest loss here was, unfortunately, Rudy, who fell back quite a bit.
Moves are being made.
And you can hear Melvin very, very late on the brakes there. You just hear the tyres squealing there. Michael Rust now defending very well.
Go.
So Michael Rust defending extremely well here in 3rd place. Ryan Lurik and Nkube right next to each other. Helu giving pressure to Jacques Jordan. So this is one hell of a dice going on here. Nkube on the inside there of Ryan holding back a bit, a bit of a touch there, but not giving up right over the curve there, hanging on to it. He's on the inside as they go towards the dip, which is a ballsy move through, yeah? And he's made the move stick, but now this has allowed both Jacques and Henlu to attack Nkube.
Yeah, and it's still early on. They right on the attack. They want to get another 1-2 finish.
You see the 2 Mark II Golf there running one hell of a race. So Melvin Gous passing Jaco Visser, Michael Rust followed by Ryan Lurik. Then we see Henrik Kraus and Nkube. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Tinahe, I do believe. Oh, Ryan putting it sideways there.
See what I told you?
That
late on the brakes. It's not
massive move there. Michael had no chance there. Michael dropping into that one position, and now he's falling into the grasp of these 2 MK1 Golfs, which is monstrously quick on the strike.
Hence the reason why Ryan really dived in that one.
Michael,
everybody climbing the curve.
Sideways there, Jock putting his nose on the inside. This Golf is just so quick on this track. It's just working perfectly for him. Into the inside there. Henle also going for a move. That and it's 4 positions lost
cheeky.
there.
That was cheeky.
That was a ballsy move there, Henle. But well done. I mean, this is racing. Right. This is proper racing.
There's just positions change everywhere.
So as we look towards the front, Ryan Lurik now has got to set eyes on Jaco Visser. We can see Melvin Gous in the lead in the foreground. He's managed to pull a bit of a gap with all these dices going on. Then we see Jaco Visser followed by Ryan Lurik. And in 4th place now, Jacques Jordan, Henry Kraus. And side by side, I do believe it's Rudy. Yeah, Rudy and Nkubi side by side. There, massive dice there between the two of them. Oh, a bit of a touch there. This puts Michael back into contention. Michael on the inside there of Rudy, and he's got to go for Nkubi. He has not got the drive of the back straight. Has the Polo got the power? He's blocking his line there as they go up towards CCB corner. Michael going towards the outside. 3 cars side by side. Rudy
just backing out.
This is a hell of a dice. So Nkubi is not hanging back here. He's really defending very well.
And he's super quick as well.
Michael there as they go towards the dip. One of his favourite corners on this track. Rudy now touching the curb there. I might guess that will be a fender bender as well as probable suspension failure. Henko, so much going on. I'm trying to read what you're saying, but I'll have a look now.
Yeah, the brothers missed the race, but they.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. No. Well, you missed out on a hell of a race there, Henko. We actually missed you guys, but with load shedding going on, and we see Michael now. Michael attacking Nkubi. He's not giving up here.
And Nkubi runs wide.
Well, this allowed Michael to catch up with him. Let's go to Michael. And Michael is not giving up. Michael is pushing really, really hard. So it's the old man, the veteran of Tony Rust, against the youngster hot blood in a very, very quick polar.
Yeah, definitely got the run up the hill there. Michael just running a little wide. Lost a lot of drive there.
The Golf does seem to struggle a bit in this track, to be honest, right?
Yeah, it didn't favour it.
As you go to the also lead, Melvin Goosey in the lead. Just want to catch up with what's happening here. I think
massive lead.
Jaco Visser is still in 2nd place, but being caught quickly now by Ryan Lurik. And then we see Henry Kraus chasing hard after Jacques Jordan. So it's a polo in the lead. It's a Mark II Golf Challenge for 2nd, a Mark I Golf Challenge for 3rd, and then a Mark I versus Polo Challenge for 5th. And all the cars are pretty much close to each other, so we're going to try and hop in between and see what happens. I wonder which
these cars are so closely matched. It's insane. Each and every car has such a different handling characteristic, but so identical.
Unfortunately, I wanted to hop now to bend it like Mitten, but unfortunately that incident with him and Nkubi in race 2 completely destroyed yet another goal. So hopefully Wayne will get it rebuilt in time for the next round.
Yeah, unfortunately that was a disastrous start for Mr. Whitten. But yeah, we'll definitely see for the next round.
He's definitely getting a sticker, bend it like Mitten, for sure. So now we see
Henry made a pass.
Henry made a pass. He's on a mission. He's decided, okay, Jacques, my turn now. And that Class D number on the side of his polo is going to change after this league.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely to Class A. And Mr. Jordan has done the same here.
Oh, yes.
What the guys don't realize, once they start running with the top guys, they're going to go in their classes. And for the next couple of leagues, we will be returning to the classes. And that makes for some really interesting driving. So, and we see Ryan there right on the rear bumper now of Jaco Visser. So what's going to happen here? The two Mark II Golfs fighting for 2nd place. Right on the inside. Will he make it stick? Jaco trying to do the undercut, touching the curb. That's Ryan having to hang on there for life. That was one hell of a catch.
That was a big one.
So Jaco playing a bit of bumper cars there, trying to make the undercut just to close. Both calls running wide. And I think again, we've got to the point where the tyres are starting to wear now.
Yeah, it's some serious hard pushing, as you can see. It's just...
You can see the rear wheel of Ryan Luring there up in the air, standing dead still as they go towards the main straight. These guys are at 110%, literally not giving an inch. In the background we see there Michael has fallen back a bit from Nkubi, so it just seems like the Polo and the Golf ones do look after the tyres better here.
Most definitely.
And Ryan started putting that thing in a rally slide again on the braking, so that's a sure sign of tyre wear. And now, interestingly enough, the two Mark 1 goals, Ryan has managed to pull away here from Jaco. So I do believe Jaco again is struggling with tyre wear, as he has been most of the series. He's very quick, but then towards the midpoint, it seems like his tyres just completely overheat.
Yeah, but Jaco steers hard. I mean, you can see the steering angle difference in every corner. It's
Old rally driver,
really
he
chucks it in.
chucks the car, yeah. And they do not like it, unfortunately.
No.
And we see Henlu now. Henlu is going to be pushing hard to try and make up that one position. He knows that he's made up a hell of a lot of points on Melbourne for second place in the championship. So he's going to try and benefit even more and see how close he can get on the points.
Yeah, Henku, that was quite a save. I'm not gonna lie, but that was scary.
Yeah, that was a ballsy moment. And we see again Jaco struggling with understeer. Henlu is definitely catching up, as is Jock. Jock is catching Henlu, Henlu is catching Jaco. So I think towards the end of this race, we're going to have some fun here for third place.
It's gonna be close. And everybody's giving it their all. I mean, the championship points are going to get so much tighter, and like I said at the beginning, it's still anybody's race, anybody's championship. It's an open field.
Like we've done in previous leagues, we decided where we threw away the two worst results. We had an issue where guys, they didn't like the track and they wouldn't join, and we said, okay, every single round counts. And so far we've made it good by changing the program a bit, running a bit later, and so it's purely if you've got to finish first, and this is what these guys are doing. They don't give up. They try and bag as many points as possible and just keep going.
And commitment to make each and every race count, being there for every race, whether it's finishing 10th, finishing 5th or 1st, commitment to be there every time.
And again, the Golf 2 under braking, we've seen it clearly now, especially on Tony Rust here. It does want to kill you. It's trying its best to bite you. Now at this stage, Ryan, I think Jaco is gonna have to work towards the end. You can see him starting to go for defensive lines, and this is going to allow. Oh, and in the foreground we see Ryan Ludik there having caught up with Melvin House. So Ryan has been putting in a blistering pace.
Yeah, he wants to make the gap even larger. Melvin just dropping it on the grass slightly.
And in the background there, Jaco Visa under pressure from Henlu.
Very big pressure.
So towards the end, everything seems to be changing there. Henlu on the outside there. This is going to come down to the wire towards the end of the race as they break for the start finish. Oh, Jaco really sideways there, braking. This allows Henlu to pass him.
That's a Mark II characteristic right there.
And now Jaco coming under attack from Jacques Jordan, winner of race 1, currently in 5th place, and he's not going to be happy with that. He's going to go for it. Oh, Jaco
runs wide.
No,
nothing there.
He's backing out of it ever so slightly. Massive dice in the front again. Go to Ryan Ludik. Ryan is going for the win here. Can he pull it off? There's about 5 or 6 minutes left of the race. Ryan pushing really hard to try and get the lead here. He wants to maximize on points, make it a double for the evening. Oh, he can't make it a double. He didn't win race 1. Oops, my bad.
Time for change.
Mistake of the maker. In the background there we see Henlu now pulling away from Jaco. We'll keep an eye on that one to see if Jar can catch up. Well, Ryan catching up very quickly as they go towards the Volvo corner here at the end of the main straight. Ryan sideways there. Oh, getting the nose in, not able to make a move there.
No, but that slipstream is something else. That is such a long straight. And the slip you get there, and we see
Jacques Jordan there on the inside. He's made the move, and Jaco, will he be able to keep with it? Side by side as they go towards CCB corner. Yes, he's pulled it off. He's going to make the move. Oh no, Jaco's not giving up. Jaco is not. He has to fall back, running on the curb there.
Yeah, I think Yaku's really struggling with tires. So,
He is really struggling with tyres. He's so quick, but as soon as the tyres go off, it's a matter of hanging on for dear life. Back to the fight for the lead. Let's see what Ryan can do here. Can Ryan take the win? He's right up onto the rear of the polo, a bit further back this time round.
Yeah, definitely not doing Verstappen.
So Melvin running for
way back.
his life, and we see. Oh, and Ryan again. You can hear the tires squealing there. Not sure if you can hear it, but
Melvin runs wide.
This is extremely close. Jaco also in the background, not giving up. He's on the inside there of Jacques Jordan as they go again. Now the Mark 1 gets to drive out of the corner. Jaco has got no answer for this one.
Definitely closes the
So
door.
two of the closest battles we've got here, and trying to
Can't decide where to watch.
can't decide where to watch. Go to the dip. Melvin running wide there, side by side onto the grass. Ryan Ludik on the outside. Well, has he taken the lead? It looks like it. Ryan on the outside, going for the lead. Oh, Melvin breaking a bit too late. A bit of a match there.
Stuff.
Side by side there, the bowling getting a bit of an itch, but Ryan has got the slipstream now down the main straight. Will he be able to pass Melvin? They're coming up to Franco, which is going to make it quite interesting. He's got to move, and he's got to move quick. They're coming, and they're on a mission.
Scary watching two cars just falling behind you.
Side by side, and Ryan again sideways. He's playing with the ball to death. Oh, what's got Ryan left, Melvin right.
Oh, nowhere to go.
They've gotten past. I think Ryan just shut his pants there. Going up towards CCB corner. Melvin goes on the outside. Ryan Ludik on the inside. Who's going to take the lead here? This is the fight for first place, guys. About 2 minutes remaining. Oh, Melvin onto the grass. He's not lifting. He's keeping that pedal, being a rally car now. As they go towards the dip. Again. Ryan going sideways. Okay, that was the pressure.
That has dropped a lot of time. And then Henry is making use of that opportunity.
He is coming in very quick. Ryan there, you can see the goal, the rear end quite loose. I think the tyres just cooking a bit. And in the background, look at Jaco Wiese and Jacques Jordan. They're not giving up yet. So this is the next close battle we're looking at. So now
is playing a huge role again.
Franco getting under massive pressure. Jacques making use of the slipstream there. Jaco falling back ever so slightly in the... Well, this might give Jacques a breathing chance if he can make work of this, or make use of this. Oh, this is gonna... Oh,
and a big touch there. That's unfortunate.
Okay, so Jaco... Yeah, that was unfortunate for Jaco. He tried to take benefit from that, and it worked against his favour, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's so difficult to read what backmarkers may or may not do.
But we'll work on that. I mean, all of these are new guys, and we have to work with them and get them into the whole SRA way. So getting there ever so slightly, but we've also got... and look at Jacques. Jacques has lost it big time. He's touched the curb. Now what's Jaco going to do? Is Jaco going to attack him? This will allow Jaco to attack him. This is now the battle for, I believe, fourth place.
Definitely got the run on him. I think this is the last lap.
That was a hairy moment. I'm not quite sure. I do. Yes, it's the last lap. No, Jaco has not got the power to catch up there. No, I think they're into the last lap now. Go to the front. Melvin goes there. No, they're still pushing. So Melvin goes pushing hard. Yes, on this last lap now as they go up the back straight. Ryan Ludik in second place. Henry Kraus a well-deserved third place. I do not believe anything's going to happen here. The guys have settled down, except for two people, namely Jacques Jordan and Jaco. Oh, and Jaco really sideways into the corner.
Highway definitely that's played a crucial role here.
Yeah, I think also Jaco having a running in with the back marker as he's got his blood boiling, so he might be... Yeah, Jaco is really pissed off, to be honest. He is pushing very hard. Jock is just keeping a cool, calm, collected head, and well, also on the grass, so he's not holding back that much. He's going for it. As they cross the line there, Melvin goes in first place, Ryan Lurik in second place, Henry Kraus in third place, Jock Jordan, winner of race 1, taking fourth place, Jakovic in fifth place. Now, who took fifth place? Tinai and Kubi in fifth place, Michael Russ in sixth place there, seventh place, Justin Vermeulen, and eighth place we have Rudy van der Westhuizen. Sorry there, Rudy. So the guy pulling off there, familiar face. You see the guys just going for the Ryan having pulled off, the polo there in the background. So yeah, that was 2 intense heats.
Yeah, it's only race never disappoints.
Oh, it has
really,
never.
really great circuit for absolutely close racing, and it's unpredictable. You can never know what the start is going to be, or the events that unfold during the race. I mean, it's just, I mean, you have a look at, okay, in Melvin's favor, you know, pulling away first, finishing first. But yeah, it can change at any given point. This track is not forgiving, and definitely not if you don't know it. It's mad.
It looks simple. It's got 4 corners, but uphill, downhill, downhill, uphill. It's and I mean, even in real life, the guys coming to race it. We had Craig Wesley who got into 2JZ BMW, and he was absolutely dumbstruck.
And it's seriously bumpy. I mean,
it's bumpy. Believe you me.
Out of a personal experience point of view, is even just driving the Mark II up the main straight, you've got to fight the wheel over and over. You cannot keep it straight on that straight. It is so bumpy. The car twitches all along.
No, it does give you grief. There is no 2 ways about it. Well, so we've got.
Definitely race of the season, I think.
For sure. Henry, that is, I mean, the Mark 1 goals coming together now is usually the thing with us, and that's why we run a short league like we're running now, and then beginning next year, I can tell you guys now, Alan is in the background working his butt off. Sorry. This is going to be the opening league again with more tracks. It's going to be a longer series. It's going to be running classes, and it is going to see the introduction of 2 Jettas as well.
Definitely something to look forward to.
Which will be something interesting to see 2 sedans, which is usually a bit of a heavier car.
But a better handling car.
Handling wise. So I'm looking forward to this one. I think this is going to be... Yeah, no, for Kiza, well, that's the penultimate round for Kiza this weekend. Not going to be easy. I was racing another new driver joining in, and I've spoken to you in the chat when we practiced. Jeff Leroux from Cape Town, super fast, super clean, and if he's in front of you, yeah.
And just to put it blunt, you were shitting yourself.
I was. I mean, it's seldom you get someone joining in and he's right on the pace. He's right there. He's got the capability to drive bumper to bumper, especially on sim racing, and he did exactly that. Lap after lap.
Likewise with Nkube. I mean, Nkube, his first race with us,
extremely impressive.
Outstanding results. Super clean, but super tight as well. Very competitive, and it really is spectacular to see the quality of our new drivers. I mean, it's like, where did these guys? Where were they all along?
Well, they're here now. They're here to start. I mean, as I said, this is going to be one hell of a league next year. We'll be doing the streaming again, getting some adverts in, doing a lot of stuff. 2 races remaining. We've got Fakiza coming up this weekend, which is going to be quite epic. I do believe the 2 brothers, Henku and Christian van der Berg, is going to be back. Very, very quick drivers. We've got Jeff joining us. We've got, hopefully, Wayne will have his car rebuilt by then also. He is extremely quick on Fakiza every single time. It's a track he favours. We've got Ryan Ludik. We've got so many quick drivers that can actually win it. That it's wide open. It's absolutely wide open.
And it's going to be a real interesting one because, it seems as you know that the Mark IIs are super quick. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It proves itself quite well. But then you have a look at the Mark I's, where the Tony Rust definitely requires quite a bit of horsepower delivery, if you want to put it that way. And look how the Mark I's competed tonight. And Pakisa, again, another favor for cars that can put down power very well. And I'm sure the Mark I's are going to definitely make it known that they want to be up there.
Well, so far we've been wrong every single race. We thought Aldo's going to favour the Mark I's, didn't. We thought Kilani's going to favour the Polos, he didn't. We thought Tony Russi's going to favour the Mark II Golf with the power, he didn't. It's been, the cars are so level that you really can't put one ahead of the other.
No, definitely not.
Tyre wear comes into play. It's an amazing car, it's an amazing league, and I've got to thank Alice Basson for letting us use these cars on SRA. Unfortunately, he's been so busy with work and personal stuff, he hasn't been able to join. And then Colin Sussman who built him. Wow, that's all I can say.
And a big thank you to all our drivers.
Oh yeah, especially the nice new guys coming in, and I mean, obviously, Race of Champions coming in. This is going to change the whole table with Race of Champions coming up. So yeah, I think enough been said. We've still got some guys in the chat here. Henry's saying need gravel tires for Fakisa. I'm telling you. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah,
I'm more worried about the grass at Pakisa, I'd be honest, from my point of view.
You
go off. Yeah.
So, yeah, 2 rounds remaining in the SRA League for this year. Fakisa and Kailami, after which we'll have the final round of the Magan series, and we will be having the ROC, which I've got it all almost in place, and we'll announce it on DC very soon. And then for December, I mean, obviously where we can, we'll be running some fun events and getting the new guys just to join in, and everybody's welcome to join, guys. You can always join a Discord and Facebook page, and then from there we've got WhatsApp group, everything. As I said, Ryan, the racing has never been this close. The talent we've got it's insane at this stage. It's unreal.
And that with probably some of the most difficult cars that we've had to encounter. I mean, we've driven some big horsepower cars that are virtually untamable, but in terms of pure difficultness on an overall, in terms of cornering, braking, getting slipstreams, getting the passes made, this tops it.
This is a bitch
well
for sure.
Done to the guys.
It's a bitch to drive, but it's so lovely to drive. It's enjoyable.
Definitely.
Of course, it gives you that satisfaction when you get it right. When you get it wrong, ouch, it bites hard.
Well, pure point of simulation. It's pretty on point. It's not just a car that when you turn the steering wheel, it turns. You've got to make it work for you.
For sure. So guys, I'll all thank you. What we'll do for the next race, I'm going to try and get the top 3 and a couple of guys with closed dices into chat, and we might have a short chat with him. Just get their views on everything. But I want to thank all the guys who watched the stream and been chatting to us. It makes it all worth the while, and we'll see you on Fakisa for sure. The server, for those wanting, it is up and running. Everybody's welcome to join, test these cars, and join SRA if they want. Ryan, I want to thank you for joining, and have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you on track next time round. Hopefully this time I can make it a double and not fuck up.
We'll definitely see each other then. And thanks all for watching.
Thanks guys. Cheers, and see you all then.
Cheers.